But I've got my transition strip and I've been cutting it. I need to take another smidge off. I don't want it so tight that it's going to lift up. I've got to do this very last piece right here, and I can't do that till I go get another box, because this is what I have to do. I have to take down this T111. This is called T111, I think. I am so sorry. I don't know what happened to the video of me installing this, but look at that. I did very, very good in the corners and cutting around the door jamb and the trim and all that stuff. I did a great job. It's in there. It's stable. I can't believe it. The contrast is just a little much, but hey. Quarter round is going to go over here. I'm not putting quarter round along the brick because I have no way of adhering it. It's either concrete or brick, and I'm not going to glue it. Now here's the problem. I made the mistake, because I don't know what I'm doing, I'm figuring it out as I go, is I cut this piece. I ripped it. And that was a bad idea. So I'm going to take this door jamb off, or this trim. I'm going to take the outlet off, and I'm going to remove this wall right here. It's cut right here. And so it's just this small piece right here. And I'm going to put a whole piece right here. That way I can finish into here. Because if I don't do that, then I cannot get this floor finished. So what I have to do is I have to pull up all this flooring right here to here and take this one board out. So guess what? That's what I'm doing. I know you can't see. Tucker, you're going to have to get down. Okay, I didn't realize you guys couldn't see what I was doing. Alright. Alright, you're good. Oh. Woo! I gotta be careful, guys, because my ears all womper snap today. Alright. I guess I'm gonna have to score this. I didn't realize there was so much latex up here, so hang on. Alright. So let me go ahead and score all this. Alright. I'll put this in my pocket because I know if I put it up here I'll never see it again. Alright. Alright. Alright, I got this piece. I'm just going to put it up here because I have the dog and he chews everything. Alright. And I'm not going to take this part down right here because I'm just going to move this wall out from around it. Alright, so I got to take the door jamb off. I got to take the top. Oh, where am I? I got to take the top and the side off. And I got to score it too, so. I'm not looking. What was that? Oh, that's the key in case somebody locks themselves in. And all right. What are you doing? That door will quit coming open. It'd be a lot easier. I mean, why is it not coming off? I need the handyman to come over and help me. I'm telling you guys. I need some help on this one. This sucks. This is not what I wanted to do today. That fucking door would stay shut. telling you guys, this door is jacked up. I cannot get this off to save my... All right, got it. Of course, you're in my way. Woo! I got it off. I got it off. Yay! Really not making that much more room for myself down here, but I'll take what I can get. All right, there we go. So I don't know what this kind of board is called. I mean, I know you use it on roofs and subfloors or something, but as long as I can get that piece. Oh, I did it, I did it. Woo! All right, let me go put this in here. I've gotten that piece of paneling down, and what I'm trying to do, oh wow, I chipped that out. God, that looks horrible. So what I got to do is I've got to replace this board right here. I've got to take up this whole flooring just to be able to get this one piece out, which is no big deal. And then once I replace it, then everything will fit back together. Soaking wet. What happened? These are not all one piece. This is the easiest part of the whole project. And I can't get the, okay, here we go. Whoo. All right. There we go. There, I closed the gap. Let's see how I did. I may have to cut. I may not have to cut anything, guys. Y'all, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay. It's not the straightest cut in the world, but who are you dealing with? And I think if I tap this in, it'll snap down in there. And it'll hold in place. Oh, don't break on me, don't break. Let's try down here. Sorry about the angle. There we go. Did I get it? Oh, I did it! Y'all, I did it. Here we go. I did it, y'all. I did it. It's going in there and it's holding everything beautifully. Well, guys, I did it. It is in there. It is in there. And because it looks so good, I'm just going to end up eventually in another video redoing this. But look at that. That is something my dad would do. And that's what I get for following his template. So as you can see, I followed the template that was in here to begin with. And it looks like crap. And my friends on YouTube, my friends in real life who watch my YouTube, y'all need to call me out on that. Say, you go, girl, that looks like crap. You need to fix it. And I will. Thank you. Now let's move on to the next one. Okie doke. So this is that piece that was ruined on the edge. And I don't care if it's ruined right here because that pretty much is all going to get cut off. I just need a good lip. Now what I'm going to have to do is, since this side is wider than this side, I don't know how I'm going to pull this off. Go ahead and just cut it, a blunt cut here, because see what I did was I took the shortest distance in. So what I did is I take my shortest. Alright, that's the furthest back from left to right. So I'm going to cut it here. And I don't know if I should try to cut it down the center, because I'm afraid if I do that, I'll never get the center lines to match up. But I am putting a transition strip in this threshold so I could hide it under there. So maybe I should just cut two pieces. One for this side and then one for that side. So let me go ahead and cut this side off and let me see what I can do after that. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm going to move you guys back. Now, I just want you to understand, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying. And that's all I can do is try. Now I'm going to put this in backwards, which is going to be interesting. But I think I can pull it off. And I hate the floor is messed up right there, but I don't think it's, in the grand scheme of things, it's really going to matter. As long as I can tap this thing in and slide it down. You got to lift it just so to get it to slide. And I think that's as good as I can get. I gotta get under. Let me try to tap it in first. Alright, let me see how I did. Now what I'm trying to do is There we go. If I could just get this in, and then cut this little piece right here, snap it in, put my transition strip in, you'll never know. But I don't know if I can never get it in here, so let's just try. Just don't give up, guys. Just don't give up. I don't know how that floor got all beaten up, but it did, didn't it? Which doesn't matter. I need to put it on this side. Yeah, this has more grippage. Alright, that looks pretty good. Having issues getting that in. Of course, we all know that that is the part that was broken, so you just do the best you can. But I think overall that's going to look good. All I have to do now is cut this side out. And I'm not worried because that transition strip's going to go over it and hide all this hoo-ha. So this is all I got to cut and I'm done. Hot diggity. So I try to get it as close as I can. Even if I leave a gap, I don't care, because the transition strip's going to cover it. But I like to try to do a good job. So I'm going to mark this right here. Okay? And then I'm going to come over here. And I know there's probably a really easier... I'm sure that there's an easier way for me to do this, but... Alright, that sound freaked me out because I keep thinking I hear something milling around outside. And I am going to cut this. Let me dip that over and put this right here. I don't need no lip. Alright, this is a little too far down on that side. I'm going to try to slide it over, but you really have to lift this up to slide it. Just so you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of... Oops. It's not as easy as it looks. And... Now, the reason why I put this little bump out right here was to, when I tap this down, it'll hold it in place, because these are two used pieces. So I'm going to tap it in, and then I'm going to tap it down. Hopefully this will work. Like I said, hopefully. I may have to push this in a little bit more. Sorry, I didn't mean to beat you up. I don't want to force it. I may have to trim this little piece down, but I kind of butchered it on this end, and I admit it. Okay. Once it sits down flat, it won't look so bad, but I knew it wasn't going to fit completely. I wonder if I can get my blade out and just kind of cut that so I don't have to take all this out. I'll be right back. So I'm just going to shave this off right here. Just to get a little, take a hair off of it and see if that doesn't help. Because if I can just get this down. Yeah, I don't want to, yeah, that's a little, I think it's this right piece right here. Alright. So I got this little chunk out. And this little chunk. Now remember, guys, this is not a how-to. This is how I did it. And this is my house. I'm not over at somebody else's house jacking this up. So, alright. Now it should go down in here. I have a little bit of resistance right here. Alright, let's try it now. Alright, that works. I know it looks bad, but it's going to be under a transition strip. This floor is concrete and unlevel, so There. I know it's got a gap. It's still got to expand because these are two different floors. So this is the only way I could work it out. Now, ta-da! I have the transition strip. Alright guys, the light just went out on me. So I'm just going to put this in here and call it good because I have had just about enough of this experience. Alright, let's see. Alright, I got it. Just got to make sure. There. I think I like it there. And no, I didn't notch out for the door stops. I absolutely did not do that on purpose. Let me see if the door closes. Alright, let's see if the door closes before I tack this in. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, that works. However, I do have a problem. This is concrete. So how am I going to affix this? I really should have cut under here. You see how it's not all the way to here, and I don't like that. I could probably get away with it, but I just don't like it. I don't think I have enough transition strip left over. Alright guys, I got it on here. Alright. I'm just going to clean up any mess that it made. I don't want any white sticking out. And I'm going to make sure the door closes all the way. And I have to leave the floor alone for tonight for everything to settle and dry. So let me make sure the door closes and we're good. Alright, that works perfect. Now, I'm done. It's time to move on to shoe molding. What I'm going to do is take clear silicone. This is just clear 100% silicone. And I'm going to run it along the quarter round so that dirt and water or what else doesn't, end up accumulating underneath this quarter round. And it's clear. As long as you do a good job, you won't notice it. Now this flooring is not a high gloss. This floor is not a high gloss, but the silicone is. So just be mindful of that. Get as little as you can on the floor. A big gob of it. So you can, that should help. And something else I'm going to do, it's wet, is I am going to keep water and other stuff from getting down in these cracks. And since it's going to be behind the door, I don't care. But I'm just going to run some silicone. Got a little bit left over in this tube. And I'm just going to run it along here so this doesn't begin to catch dirt and debris. Just run my fingers in both directions that way, and wipe the glare off. There you go. I'm going to be filling in the crack along the brick all the way down with brown caulk. So I'm going to do a test run to see how much I like it. I'm just going to put it down here, and I determined that if I just use the brown, you won't really notice it up against the brick when you're standing up. I'm sure you're going to notice it when you see it this close up on camera. I put a really narrow hole in this so it's not going to just ooze out. But this will help keep debris from falling down in here. And I figured it was so dark that it would just blend in. So let me just work with it a little bit and see how I like it. I'm sure I'm going to have to do more than one bead. Alright. And I want to keep the end very clean. And I'm just going to... This will also help, I hope, keep that edge really clean. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit so you can also see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take, what's best to do is take a knife like this and really put your paper, take your knife and put it over the paper towel and just clean up the edge. That looks real good. If I had my cloth with me, I'd just wrap the whole blade up. This blade would go right through the paper if I tried it. There we go. That looks really good. And clean edge. Now, like I said, I am not sure what I am going to do with the recess. What I could do is take my paintbrush that I have right here and just mash that in there to kind of just make it fade away, or dig it out. I'm not really sure how I want that to look. Nobody's going to notice it because of the angle, but I'm just trying to keep all this mess out of here. So if I angle it, slant it, if I slant this, all the debris will fall down and kind of slide down this little ramp, if you will. And that'll help things look a little better. Fortunately, these are not evenly spaced, but I'll do what I can. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure this stays very, very smooth. That way nothing will catch the eye. Alright, I'm going to get another paper towel and then I'm going to be right back. Okie doke, I'm going to get right down in here. There we go. Okay. All right. There you go. And I'm going to take my knife and put it in this corner and clean it up. Take my knife. All right, I'm going to take my knife and stick it right here. And there you have it. That corner is done. Okay, it's time for me to run this bead all the way down. Sorry about the lighting, guys, but it's almost 8 o'clock at night. There we go, almost made a huge mistake right there. Oh. All right. All right, all I have left to do now is I've got my clear caulk down, I've got my white caulk, I have to paint. And as you can see, it really, really needs it. A very, very, very small bead. Now some people like to put down painter's tape. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. so far, this is how it looks. I'm sorry about the lighting being on the floor, but there's not very much other lighting in here. But all of the trim is installed. It is caulked and painted. The walls have been touched up. And all I have to do here is put on another coat and then caulk the bottom of it with clear caulk. I gotta get a new rug. The dog's been chewing on it. I got all of that caulked. I just gotta wait for it to dry. Got all of that caulked. And see, if I would not have pointed that out to you, would never known it was caulked. But it'll not be so shiny later. This won't be shiny later. It'll tone down a little bit. But at least, because if you remember when I pulled up this floor, there was sand all underneath here, and it just shimmied itself down over time. And so this will help keep some of the dirt from doing that over time. And the only thing left I have to do as far as flooring goes, or even this build, I wouldn't consider it flooring, is maybe put a little piece right there and then put up some trim or something to keep stuff from going underneath the washing machine. I got the wall back up, as you saw, and everything's been painted. Like I said, it looks really good. I'm really, really happy with how this flooring turned out. It was quite challenging because this wall is not square. That was a challenge, but you saw how I worked around it. Along the door was a challenge, but you saw how I worked around that. I will be redoing the threshold. I think I'll do the threshold and this. I don't know, in the same video, I don't know, but we'll see. But look how good it looks compared to the way it used to look. Now once I get the doors up, which will be another video, that'll look so much better. Now I did wallpaper this, but I will put that up in a video. And I have to replace that. And new curtains. But all in all, I think it looks really good. It's all nice and neat. It is rather cohesive now with the floor. So I think everything is going to turn out really, really good. So next video, doors for this, or it's going to be doing the trim here and putting something down there for that. So we'll see. But I appreciate you guys being here. So far I've had a lot of fun with this video. And I just hope I took the fear out of doing vinyl plank flooring. Just a few more videos on this whole series and this will be done. And I hope you're enjoying all of this. And you have to admit, this looks a lot better than it did when I first started. So guys, I will see you in the next.